Hi there. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about micellar water. Is micellar water a toner? Should you be using it as a toner? So, I posed this question because I've come across about three ladies this past week who are using micellar water as a toner. So, they wash their faces first and then they follow with micellar water as a toner. Now, I want to cover in today's episode what micellar water is, what a toner is, and should you be using micellar water as a toner. My name is Ora Mukhele, and I love teaching ladies how to achieve a clear, even toned skin through good nutrition and a great skincare regimen. So, my voice might go a bit off today, or it might go up and down. I've got a sore throat, and I took a throat spray, so I'm kind of hoping it's going to work with me. My voice is going to work with me for the remainder of this episode. But let's get into it. Actually, all my kids are sick right now, so they're making me sick. Let's start with what a toner is. So, a toner, let's actually go back to the history of skincare products to understand what a toner is, why they were created, and why we don't need toners today. According to me. According to me, we don't need toners today. So back in the day when they started making skincare products, they understood that soap was stripping and drying to the skin. So they started making face washes. But now the face washes, even though they were soap free, they were still stripping and drying to the skin because their pH was alkaline. Now our skin's pH is acidic, and that is the acidic pH forms part of our skin's protective barrier. So, what the product formulators back then realized is their alkaline face washes were stripping our barrier, still dehydrating, still drying out their skin. So, well, still drying out our skin. So, what they did was they started making toners. And the toner, its job was to try and get your pH back to acidic. So the toners, so that was essentially the toner's job. And back in the day, obviously the cleansers weren't that great. They were not removing makeup or sunscreen that well still. So then the toner would come in and mop up any excess of what the cleanser didn't remove. So that historically is what a toner is meant to do. I shouldn't say historically because even today you get crappy alkaline cleansers till today. So if you've got a cleanser like that, you still need that toner to try and correct the damage of what the cleanser is doing. But the toner, even though its job is to try and get your pH back to acidic, the truth is it doesn't do a good job of that either. Because that pH is part of your skin's barrier, it forms part of your skin's barrier. It takes up to 12 hours realistically, different for every skin and every person, obviously, but it takes up to 12 hours to actually correct for the skin to heal itself and correct its pH and get it back to acidic. So obviously, then it goes without saying that get a face wash that is not stripping to your skin, that is acidic, or if it's not acidic, that will not disturb your skin's pH. So in today's skincare industry, we've got a lot of great brands out there that have face washes that do not strip your skin. I mean, they go as far as having face washes that have ceramides in them to moisturize the skin. So we've got quite good face washes these days. And if your face wash is not stripping to your skin, the truth is you do not need a toner. So the only reason skincare brands still create toners is out of habit, number one, because we are all used to this three-step skincare routine where you wash your face, you tone, and then you moisturize. We're all used to that. That's number one, why they still include toners. Number two is they still include toners in your skincare routine because it makes money. It's one more product for you to buy. they can price it and they can make more money from you buying the toner, basically. So what other skincare brands have done is they've actually given the toners a function. So you can get exfoliating toners, you get hydrating toners, you get toners that brighten the skin, toners that have vitamin C, licorice to lighten and brighten pigmentation on the skin. So what they've done now, especially the companies who have great cleansers, they've given the toner a function for those people who are indoctrinated to want a toner. Now they've given the toner a function. So for example, I use a exfoliating toner. I use the Nutricentials Here You Glow exfoliating toner. This is my toner. You won't see it properly, but I'll leave the name at the bottom of the video. So my toner has got 10% alpha hydroxy acids. It's got glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid at 10%. So it's essentially an exfoliator, really. And because my toner is exfoliating, I don't buy an extra exfoliator. Now, if I didn't have a toner, if I did have an exfoliator, I wouldn't have bought an exfoliating toner. Maybe I would have bought a hydrating toner, but even that would be completely just nje. Not that I actually need it, because my moisturizer should be hydrating, my hydrating serum should give me more hydration, right? Honestly, it's up to you whether you want a toner or not. It's not a product you need to have in your skincare routine, especially if your cleanser is a good cleanser. You don't need a toner. Or you can be like me and you can give your toner a function. Mine exfoliates my skin, but because I've got an exfoliating toner, I do not need to buy an exfoliator. At 10%, it's quite good. 10% alpha hydroxy acids, it's quite good. So now we know what a toner is, why we have it, and why you don't really need one, but you can have one if you want to. It's up to you, really. Now, let's get into micellar water. Micellar water is basically purified water that has surfactants mixed with it. Now, surfactants are cleansing ingredients. Now, these surfactants form spheres inside the water, spheres or circles inside the water, and these spheres are called micelles, hence micellar water. Micelles, I hope I'm saying it right. Micelles, hence micellar water. So that's what these micelles are. So because now we know that micellar water is water, surfactants, some hydrating ingredients half the time, then essentially micellar water is a cleanser. If it's got surfactants, it cleans your skin, it washes your face. That is what micellar water is, a cleanser. Some people refer to micellar water as a cleanser and a toner. The only reason they refer to it as a cleanser and a toner is back to what I was explaining earlier, that if your face wash doesn't strip your skin, you don't need a toner. And micellar water will not strip your skin, so you don't need a toner. Hence, they say you can cleanse and tone with it. But can you use micellar water as a toner on its own? I honestly wouldn't recommend it. Micellar water basically can clean makeup, dirt, and oils off of your skin because it's got oil-loving hydrophilic ingredients in it, right? And basically it can dissolve oil off of your skin, it can dissolve sunscreen, it can dissolve makeup off of your skin, right? It's a cleanser. Its job is to wash your face. Because micellar water dissolves oil and makeup and dirt basically from the skin, I would do it as a first part of a double cleanse, and then I would still follow with a face wash afterwards. Reason being is, if you think about it, you don't rinse the micellar water off your skin, do you? So you take the micellar water, you pour it in a cotton pad, and you wipe this all over your face. Truth is, because you don't rinse the surfactants or the cleansing ingredients off of your skin, they're staying on your skin. And this can be irritating for some skin types. Obviously, some people will be able to tolerate this just fine, but some skin types won't be able to tolerate this. having surfactants chilling under your skin the whole day. Number one. Number two, or if yes, you've got the makeup on your cotton pad and you have cleansed the makeup off, but you've actually moved around oil and dirt and grime and makeup, and you've moved it around your face and left some surfactants and you've left some residue on your face still. So that's why I would use the micellar water as part of your first cleanse, and then I would follow up with the cleanser afterwards. That's how I would use micellar water. If your skin is not becoming, now all micellar waters obviously are not created equal. Check the ingredients at the back of your micellar water. Make sure there's um, no perfume and no irritants basically in your micellar water. So the micellar water I use is the Nutricentials. I don't know if you can see this. The Nutricentials Day Away Micellar Beauty Water. This is very hydrating, and because my skin is dry and sensitive, it doesn't actually irritate my skin. I like this one. So what I do is I will do a double cleanse in the evening, and then in the morning I use my Nutricentials micellar water. I will leave a link at the bottom also for this product too, if you would like to take a look at that. So I do make a small commission from the links below, just so you are aware of that. So in conclusion, micellar water is not a toner. Micellar water is a cleanser. It's there to clean your face, it's there to wash your face. I would suggest you use it as part of your double cleansing if you do not want your first cleanse to be an oil cleanser. You can do the micellar water first and then follow that with a face wash. And that way you are double cleansing. If you're using the micellar water on its own, you can use the micellar water on its own, but just be aware that you are leaving surfactants on the surface of your skin. And if your skin is extremely sensitive, that can actually irritate your skin. If your skin is healthy, those surfactants and all of that shouldn't be the biggest of deals. But micellar water is essentially not a toner. Micellar water is a cleanser. Hope you guys found value in today's episode, and if you enjoyed it, please share this with anybody you think might benefit. And I will see you guys next week on the next episode.